So episode 2 living, man. You feel me, man? We're back at it again. Obviously, how to get your music on a playlist. You feel me? This is a learning experience for me. We got a very important brother that we're linking up with. Somebody I've known for time, about 5 years. You feel me? So obviously I could do all the talking, but same way he's gonna say hello to me, he's gonna say hello to you. And we're gonna find out how to get this gone, bro. We gotta make sure to know how the music's gonna be out there, innit? What to do, CD Baby, DistroKid. Right, but I don't even know, man. Yo, man, like T, you know. Okay. So what you saying, brother? How you doing, man? Got everything set up, man?
No, not deeper. I actually haven't seen you in ages.
In time, innit?
Like, because I spoke to you on the phone, watching your YouTube videos, it was like, yeah, I seen this guy like yesterday, bro.
It's for familiarity, innit? It's crazy what the net does. I think since the, yeah, about 2 years ago, isn't it, bro? The Royal Albert Hall thing. Exactly. Over 2 years ago, actually. That was in like April of 2022. Time just flying, man. Yeah. I like T Peters, bro. The man, the myth, the legend, bro. Again, thank you, bro. Appreciate you obviously tapping in with me, obviously wanting to link up, meet up and that basically. And obviously inviting me into your space the first time at the Cube as well. Big moment, proper joints, proper business here. You get me? So what is it that you do, man? What's your background, your experience, which validates obviously myself wanting to have this conversation with you, man?
I am a music artist as well as a program producer. So I basically just work in music all around, from the level of just creativity to all the way through to just helping people grow in their own creativity and business. Right. So I rap, produce, learn to sing. So just all of them creating part of music. I run a band as well. Yeah. And then... Was it the working class, right? The working class band, yeah. And then through that, as I use those experiences, I take it to my other job, which is program producer at a company called Sound Connections, which is a charity. So my job as the manager, producing guy, is to create like a year's worth of content or like program for them to participate in. That could be like helping them make music events, doing one-to-one mentor sessions, and even funding people for their music. So sick. That's the main thing that I do. Sick.
Big. First question that I'd have for you basically is, what is the best, in your experience, in your opinion, distribution type of platform to put your music on basically, and for what perks and benefits does that bring in 2025?
Okay. The best distribution platform is the one that gives you the most value. On a basic level, a distributor's job is literally just to distribute music. So that means putting it on streaming platforms, maybe printing it in real life. That could be, you know, vinyl, CD and stuff. CD Baby, for example. That's what they were starting off with, CDs. So just distribution and making sure it goes to stores. That's our basic level for distribution. I don't know what 2025 looks like for us and for distribution companies, but there's so many options out there. The best thing someone can do is just research the company, look at what they're offering you, and look at what it takes to get what they're offering. Is it a price? Are they going to ask you for £100 to get all of these special features? Are they going to look for, you know, are they going to have A&Rs scouting for artists? Do you need to contact an A&R so you can get priority access to certain features? Just kind of figuring out like how you can make the most out of your distribution.
Okay, wow, that's very insightful. Okay, so based on everything said, if there was an artist who was just starting out or just starting to put their, and all they wanted was just their music out basically, what do you think would be, if you had to name 2 to 3 companies of, alright, this is your best bet to look at this in a basic level, a limited budget, in terms of just getting your music on streaming platforms, and then obviously if you want to look at all those other extra perks later on down the line, you can. What would you in essence recommend or say from that?
Yeah, I'm not going to any names at all because I'll tell you why. The reason why I'm going to say this now is because these distribution companies are sometimes very predatory to artists. So what I mean by this is some of these platforms come across on marketing as like super for the artists, really, let's go independence. But then in reality, they'll have things in their clauses and their contracts that will change the game for the worse for that artist. They might withhold your royalties. They might one day be really good and then the next year say, oh guys, we're implementing a new rule now. If you don't get £50 this year, you can't receive your royalties. Meanwhile, that £50, at least when I was in 2020, back in them times, I was like, wait, bro, that £45 could pay for my next single. That could, but I can't get my money because they wanted to change the rules.
Okay.
So I've had terrible experiences with distributors where actually like it starts off as they're the best, but then shortly afterwards they've shown
T's and C's could change and stuff. So is there not one that is recognized from your experience as the most ethical, basically?
Ethical?
The most.
But I'm on YouTube today, and the one that was most ethical,
so
I saw the video like, yo, these men are scum.
So we say even like a DistroKid or CD Baby, they have their own issues as well.
If you're new and you don't have capacity to do research on what are the perks of distribution, what are the negatives, is it safe, is it not safe, I would say, if you want to...
Somebody just has a song that they think is a hit, they just want it on the streaming platforms for their friends to listen to, yeah. I
would say literally then, if you're afraid of what I've just said, brother, you can be your own distributor. It just means you got to go on YouTube, upload to YouTube, make a sick music video. That's like the biggest search engine in the world.
Yeah.
It's a search engine, it's not a distributor. So you're the distributor, slap your track on YouTube, get a very sick music video, put some ads behind that if you want to, or get the algorithm to help you. Your song is there, it might do amazingly. There's many examples of that. Same with SoundCloud as well. With your thing, because this is you as well.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, you can answer to where you're distributing your music, but also, like, are you in the market for looking for a new one, or are you just curious?
I haven't put out a project, a body of work on a main distributor, like an Apple Music streaming. It's been SoundCloud. You
haven't done that before?
No, it's been SoundCloud. So what you're talking about, I've done that, but on YouTube and SoundCloud. But then obviously you get that thing of, oh, is it on this, is it on that, where people want it on there for them to listen. So it's like, all right, cool, bet. I've been doing it this way, where I've made it, put it out on here, put it out on there, but you don't want it on here. Cool.
Here's what I'll do for you then.
Go.
For everyone, not you too, you can put in the description in the link on your YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you a list of bare distributors that I know of.
Okay.
And then you lot can go and read up on them. Yeah. You can see the prices, whether it's free or not free. Look at the positives and negatives, and they'll all allow you to do all of that stuff. And you can make your mind up properly. Make your
decision from there, basically. If you had to describe, like, what type of music do you make?
I make chill, catchy, and conscious music, either or. So if it's not chill, it's going to be catchy. If it's not catchy, it's going to be conscious. Or it could be all three, or just two of them.
Sick, sick. You said that so precisely. That's a man who knows obviously what he makes. And all of them is CCC as well. You feel me? That's proper. That's proper. You feel me? I think your experimental nature really works well for yourself, because there's always an air of authenticity behind what you make, basically, for what can be recognized from the listener. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. So it's like, when you're in that position, obviously you're making these different types of musics, and obviously at different times, obviously going heavy into the jazz rap style in a way. You know, what pushed you to be like, no, I'm going to try and get this on a playlist? And how did you get, like, in terms of the breakdown, how did you get your, so from when you ideated, you know what, I want it on a playlist, to where obviously there's outside noise of maybe you need to be signed in order to be on a playlist, what's the journey to then actually getting on a playlist?
But I'm a just do it type of guy.
Yeah.
So like literally, I don't necessarily believe that someone can stop me from getting somewhere unless it's theirs.
Okay.
If they own it and they can stop me in it, it's your yard, I'm not gonna come into your yard. But if it's an open space and it's proven to be open through like the technology or the infrastructure, then I'm gonna try and make it work for me. I'm not gonna just listen to other artists, because a lot of artists unfortunately can get resentful. We're all emotional people.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of music artists, unfortunately, they don't take rejection well, and in that they can actually spread misinformation based on their experience. So it's like, I just thought to myself, I'm just gonna get proper clued up in what it takes to stand out in this kind of world of basically getting my music platformed by the streaming companies. And did a lot of YouTube research. I finished a song, get my cover art, metadata, everything sorted. So metadata is just the information behind the song. So all the data I need for the song, I have it. I go to my distributor, and through that platform, it can be any platform, I basically upload the song. Simple, right? So far. Song goes up now. I set the release date. It was like 4 to 6 weeks in advance your release should be set for. So then that gives the distributor time to actively distribute the song. So the distributor will take that song now and say, okay, this song, okay, when's it set for? Okay, it's set for 4 weeks. I'll set that for that time. So they got to do their admin. So from that, they'll send me a message, or I go on the app or the website and it will say your song is ready to be released on this date in 4 weeks from now. Do you want to pitch it to us? It'll just be a little checkbox, click box, sorry, saying pitch your song now. But I click it, I type in genre. Okay, is the song inspired by my faith, Christianity? Okay, cool. Is it what vibe is it? Is it chill? Okay, it's chill, it's catchy, it's conscious. Oh, perfect. The best TP song ever. Then I'll go to the bottom and it will say something like the instruments I used. Okay, I use trumpet, I use samples, I use drum. Oh, Larissa, my saxophonist, played sax and flute on it. Okay, I'll add that, click on all of this information. Then at the end, I have 200 words, I think, just to write down why I think it should be supported to Spotify in this case. And I just type in, hey, this is me, this is my next release. I think it belongs in this place for this reason. I'm going to be doing this in the future. I'm going to be doing this with the song, and then through this we're going to have this outcome, hopefully. And then I press send and my song is pitched.
Wow, so it was as simple as that, basically.
Yeah.
And is that applicable here now in 2025?
Yes, it's still applicable. In fact, there's even more opportunity than ever.
Do you think when you do that and you get it done successfully, and there's an air of consistency in the music that you put out, you're more likely to be continue to be put on playlists after that?
100%. It's sound-wise and artist-wise, the more consistent you are, the more likely you're going to continue your support, because they're at the end of the day, there's maybe two things that they want. They want money, and they want to highlight success stories. At the end of every year, they're out here posting up success stories all the time. That's how they get business. They align with different artists, and through those alignments, that's how they make money. That's how they keep getting customers. If they weren't aligning with artists, and you heard all of this sad news about Spotify, no artist would be using Spotify.
What's the best way to kind of pitch your song to an individual, and where you have to directly email them?
Shouldn't have to open your email, then open, I know you said 1 page, but I shouldn't have to open a 3-page document about why your song should fit on my platform. Even if, unless I'm like, I don't even know. Do you know what I'm saying though? Like, if it's simple, the music will speak for itself. As long as you're articulate and you can actually explain the purpose of your music and why it should be on the playlist clearly and efficiently, then there's no reason why I wouldn't add it to the playlist. Of course, creativity counts as well. I've been creative, I'll admit that. But I treat pitching to Spotify the same way I treat pitching to a human. Because I am pitching to a human, even if it's to Spotify. I network a lot, I chat to people, I did the research, right? So I learned that, I learned that there are humans that are behind like that tool. So I knew that because I learned it.
Sick, bro. Sick. Boy, listen, you've answered these questions fantastically, really and truly. Maybe should have asked if they had any questions before coming forth and all of that stuff. But of course, like, you've already seen the handle and everything, basically. Obviously, give the man a shout, of course, man. Well, I think, obviously, the main thing of this episode, well, part 1 of this episode, was obviously how to get on the playlist, isn't it, really and truly? How to obviously understand some of the game and the pattern, as it were, really and truly. And I think you've obviously answered the questions, you know, in terms of the different breakdown. And more than anything, what you've obviously offered is accessibility to yourself, man. You feel what I'm trying to say? Where it doesn't mean that this is one type of final conversation. If I want to ask you anything, you want to ask obviously T anything, obviously just hit him up. You or anybody wants to chat to me, I literally do one-to-one sessions all the time. So maybe I can give you a booking link, and then we can just get it going like that. It's called VIPters. So anyone that I just... So these are consultations that you basically... Okay, dope.
Anyone that joins my squad, they'll get the VIP treatment from me. Because you're a very important person, that means you just deserve very important things. So obviously there's a lot of bad people online and in the world can cause mess. So that's why I don't say everything online unless like it's actually important. But listen, I guess we'll wrap it up there, obviously time purposes and obviously for what we came to do. And obviously there's a part 2, man. And obviously we're gonna hit the studio and see what we can make and just see the vibe, bro. But obviously for this part at least, bro, listen, bro. Thank you for answering all the questions, bro. You smashed it. Cool, man. Let's get to the next bit, man.